What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I'm here with the fights that we need to see after UFC 310 Pantoja vs Asakura. Pretty good card. Bit of an underwhelming main card, but some decent results and definitely some cool fights to look forward to in the future based on what happened at UFC 310. I'm going to be matchmaking like the biggest winners and losers. I'm not going to cover everybody on the card as per usual. So insert jobber here will not be getting matched up. You're not going to hear Clay Guida's next fight on this video, unfortunately. But yeah, let's get into this. First and foremost, Alexandre Pantoja. I'm not even going to make any fucking memes about this guy, dude. I'm not going to get in there and be like, I work so hard for this. You know what? I'm going to retire that meme. I'm going to put down the gloves on the I work so hard for this, because he actually cut a good promo. The only problem was he called out fucking Mighty Mouse. I hate to tell you this, Pantoja. I love you, brother. Great performance. Aura gaining performance. You're not getting Mighty Mouse, dog. You are not a pay-per-view star, my brother. The only star you need to worry about is your 5-star rating on fucking Uber Eats, dude, alright? Regardless of that, I do think that Pantoja has finally cleared out the flyweight division. I don't give a fuck about seeing him fight Royval again. I don't care about him fighting Moreno. Jesus Christ, don't give Moreno another title shot. I know we love him, but come on, dude. I'm sick of that shit. Honestly, I'm at the point, if Merab somehow manages to beat Umna, just send in Pantoja. Just send him in, because I'd rather see Pantoja move up and get a title shot than see Merab just rematch people he's already beat as well. I can take one division where it's just cleared out with trilogies where the guy's 3-0. I'm not doing two. I'm not dealing with two foreign yap fest pay-per-view divisions where the champion just beats whoever's like way more exciting as a prospect of being the champion based on their social media personality. But then the guy that wins... Hey guys, hey, one more thing guys, hey guys, just wait guys, don't leave this sphere, guys, hey, ooh, hey guys, you know, I'm not doing two. One of them has to cancel out. Either Merab beats Pantoja and shows us the way to beat him, and maybe one of these guys at Flyweight's able to do it when he comes back down from the weight cut. See what I'm saying? Now we're getting a possibility of that. Or, in my opinion, good ending, Pantoja goes up, subs Merab, sends him fucking back to the apex. We get Pantoja versus Figueiredo. We get Pantoja versus Petr Yan. Could you imagine how fucking sick that would be? Pantoja versus O'Malley. Come on, dude. Imagine not wanting to see that fight, dude. I think Pantoja versus Merab actually makes sense, but call me crazy, dude. All right. Co-main event. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I got to talk about Kai Asakura. I believe the guy's name is. Obviously, Kai Asakura. This guy came in from Ryzen, and he is getting shipped to the Apex. I believe I'm going to match him up with Cody Dirt. No, I'm just kidding, dude. There's only one fight that you make for Kai Asakura now that he's lost to Pantoja. Put him in there against fucking Manel Kape. It's pretty obvious that's what the UFC wants to do. Manel Kape's booked for the week after this pay-per-view. It's pretty obvious that I think Manel Kape's going to win that fight. And we're going to get a fight night main event. Maybe in Japan. Probably in the Apex, knowing the fucking UFC. Asakura versus Manel Kape 3. Winner of this gets to move on and fight like fucking Brandon Royval or Brandon Moreno. I could definitely see the UFC wanting to do Kai Asakura versus Brandon Moreno. I think this is a way more exciting matchup. Striker versus striker. Good test to see where Asakura should be ranked in the division as well, because you're losing to Pantoja. It's not really something we can hold against you, but we can't rank you for getting subbed in fucking 2 rounds flat. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is a good fight to make for Kai Asakura. Let's do him versus Manel Kape 3. All right, dude. Moving on to the co-main event. Come on, man. Come on, man. Obviously, we got to give Shavkat... We can't worry about Shavkat versus Bilal. I mean, Shavkat murders Bilal Muhammad, dude. He obviously beats Bilal Muhammad so easily, dude. Bilal's so boring. Shavkat Rakhmonov, he's beating real top-level competition like Neil Magny and Wonderboy. And now he just put up a dominant 48-47 smudge fest decision against Ian Garry. So, honestly, let's do Shavkat versus Chimaev. No, I'm just kidding, dude. Shavkat Rakhmonov. Enjoy it while it lasts, buddy. Your time has come. There's no way out, brother. You had your fucking chance to be the aura merchant of the division, and you got exposed, and now Bilal Muhammad's going to dunk this guy on his fucking head. I hope that we get this fight early next year. Bilal Muhammad seems like he's back to training. Shavkat Rakhmonov didn't take any damage in his fight with Ian Garry, so hopefully we get this Q1 of 2025. I've been saying that Belal Muhammad wins this fight. I've been saying that Shavkat Rakhmonov, in my opinion, is one of the most overrated contenders in the UFC. I still think this is an exciting matchup. I still want to see this headline a pay-per-view and have a good undercard, but I think now, at least going into it, people will not act like you're a fucking psychopath if you're picking Belal Muhammad. Because, dude, when this fight got announced, I'm sorry to be annoying about this, but, dude, you guys were so fucking annoying to me, dude. I dared to get on a video and say, you know what, I think Belal Muhammad beats this guy. Dude, what are you saying, bro? You can't fucking say that, dude. Shavkat by murder, bro. Get out of here with that, man. Listen, bro. Belal Muhammad's going to beat this guy in the striking, in the grappling, and the wrestling. You already know the drill. And then when he loses to Belal Muhammad, he's going to go back down and fight JDM, Jack Della Maddalena. And I don't have to tell you what's going to happen in that fight. All right, dude. As for Ian Garry, because Ian Garry, his stock went up. It's one of those losses where I wouldn't be mad at him moving up the rankings, because I do think that Colby Covington's going to lose to Joaquin Buckley. I think JDM's going to get booked against Kamaru Usman or Sean Brady at UFC 312 in Australia, which I will talk about that in another video. I saw that got announced. It's pretty cool. I wish it was Chimaev, but whatever, dude. So I think that leaves for Ian Garry. Bro, I want to come back in March, bro. I'm going to win the belt back 2025. I'm only going to fight one time a year, but, you know, I'm still going to win the belt back, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Bro, honestly, you know, what's he good at? He's Ian Garry, bro. You know what I mean? Just make this fight, dude. In the UK, main event, March, bam, done. Doesn't really need to be explained. There's a little bit of beef there. I could be convinced either way on who I think would win this fight. I really don't have a prediction in my head. I might lean Leon Edwards. I know that he really lost a lot of stock from this fight with Belal Muhammad, but he is a very good wrestler, and I could definitely see him taking down Ian Garry. But Ian Garry's a fucking good grappler now, dude. This guy's unlocked some new fucking badges in the grappling, so this is an entirely new matchup after what we've seen with Ian Garry and Shavkat Rakhmonov. I think this is a great fight night main event. I think it makes sense with the rest of the division based on what I think is going to happen. All right, so let's make Edwards versus Ian Garry. And now I have to talk about this fucking featured fight, which, again, I can't stress enough, was a robbery. Cyril Gane did not win that fight. And Cyril Gane, brother, I hate to tell you this, dude. You may be currently on the plane heading to film Paw Patrol 2 in Paris. You know, congratulations on securing that role. But unfortunately, brother, the job application you sent in for a title shot against Tom Aspinall, you've been declined. You're not getting a title shot. You're not getting a rematch with John Jones. You're not fighting Tom Aspinall. You get to fight Jailton Almeida. Why does Jailton Almeida look so fucking plump in this fight? Am I allowed to say that? Dude, why does that? Listen, forget that. Cyril Gane, the best I can give you is Jailton Almeida. You deserve to fight Jailton Almeida after that. I know that Cyril Gane had nothing to do with the decision, but the way that he fought pissed me off personally, so now you get submitted by Jailton Almeida. You're welcome. As for Alexander Volkov, I think honestly what he deserves is to fight the loser of John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. I think if Tom Aspinall loses to John Jones, make Aspinall versus Volkov. That's what he deserves. Otherwise, I don't know, dude. Maybe he fights fucking Curtis Blades again. I don't know. This is just cooked the whole fucking division, because it should be, give Volkov a title shot. Make Gane versus Almeida, or make Gane versus Pavlovich, or Gane versus Blades. See how much more sense this fucking makes if Gane had lost the decision that he lost in that fight? You know, the one that he lost against fucking Alexander Volkov? That's my opinions on it. So now that you won, you get to prove how good you are, Cyril Gane, because, you know, you pulled off this amazing grappling masterclass against Alexander Volkov. You get to go in there with Jailton Almeida, brother. So have fun with that. We're sending Gane versus Almeida to the Apex. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, dude. Last one I want to talk about on the main card. I don't really have a matchup for Nate Landwehr versus Duho Choi. I would say maybe give Duho Choi like Giga Chikadze and give Nate Landwehr Jack Jenkins. That'd be fucking sick. But I do want to talk about Bryce Mitchell, brother. All right, Bryce Mitchell. I want to have a matchup with Royce Gracie now. I beat Crone and I want to fight Royce. I think in the featherweight division, you should do Aljamain Sterling versus Bryce Mitchell. These are two of the biggest names at featherweight. The way that Aljamain Sterling was out wrestling Movsar Evloev was very fucking impressive. And I think that him versus Bryce Mitchell would have equally good scrambles. I do think Aljamain Sterling would win this fight because he's probably bigger and stronger and like just more technically skillful than Bryce Mitchell. But this would be a very fun, fan-friendly kind of build-up. Like, I think most fans have a lot of respect for Aljo now after the Evloev fight. Everyone loves Bryce Mitchell as well. This is like a certified prelim headliner of a big pay-per-view in July or March or some shit like that. Make Aljo versus Bryce Mitchell. I think that's a great fight to do. Okay, dude? Now, Dominic Reyes. I mean, do I just make the Jones rematch or what? Hear me out on this one. I think we're finally at the point, guys. I don't want to jinx this. I think we're at the point we can shoot Dominic Reyes up the rankings and not make him fight down the rankings. And at first, when this comes up on screen, you're going to think that I'm crazy, but I want you to hear me out. I want you to walk with me on this because I actually think this is a big fight to make in the division in terms of name value. I think Reyes could win this, and I also think that there could be a highlight reel regardless of what happens in this. And I think the winner of this is one fight away from a title shot. In the light heavyweight division, I want to see Khalil Roundtree versus Dominic Reyes. I swear to God, Dominic Reyes could win this. I swear to God, Reyes could win this. I swear, bro. On everyone watching this soul, I swear Dominic Reyes could win this. Because, dude, Khalil Roundtree's best win is who? Anthony Smith. He was even on fucking strikes with the guy before he TKO'd him in round 3. Dominic Reyes retired Anthony Smith. Dominic Reyes chinned Dustin Jacoby. I believe that's the guy's name. It's either that or Justin Jacoby. I don't remember the guy's name. But he KO'd him. Khalil Roundtree had to win a robbery decision against that guy. I think that this is the easiest path to a title shot for Dominic Reyes. If he goes out there and finishes Khalil Roundtree earlier than Alex Pereira, you could borderline give him... I mean, they gave Khalil Roundtree a fucking title shot, ranked number 8. All Dominic Reyes has to do is finish this fight. He might get a title shot. I'm not joking. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you think I'm insane. I think this is winnable for Dominic Reyes. I really do. So I want to see Khalil Roundtree versus Dominic Reyes, and I want to see if Reyes can do it quicker than Pereira, because then we actually do... Oh, God, Pereira versus Reyes. Okay, I can't pretend that I think Reyes would win that one, but... It would be cool to see him go on a run and get a title shot. It would be cool to see Reyes go back to the belt. I think Roundtree's the best chance of doing that. Okay, dude? Moving on. Prelims, okay? Vicente Luque is fucking back, bro. Oh my God, Vicente Luque's back. He got an amazing win over Themba Gorimbo. And now, the thing that's complicated about this was Vicente Luque said specifically on the mic, I want to fight up the rankings. I understand that. I could probably see that happening. The problem is when you look up the rankings, the guys that I would match him up with are like Jeff Neal, you already got fucking destroyed by him. Wonder Boy, you already got destroyed by him. Joaquin Buckley, you already, you see what I'm saying? Oh, your options are fucking Carlos Prates. I'm not doing that to you. Or, Gilbert Burns, your best friend. So I can't really do that. And then I realized there's a fight happening next week. Hear me out on this, dude. Colby Covington loses to Joaquin Buckley. Covington versus Luque. Covington versus Luque, old head matchup. Who's with me, boys? Who's fucking with me, boys, dude? Covington versus Luque is a banger. This could be like on a pay-per-view card. I think this is a very exciting matchup. I think that the contrast of fucking Colby Covington's trash talk versus Vicente Luque's calm demeanor, I think this would be a badass fight. It makes a lot of sense, too, based on their age and where they're ranked. And Vicente Luque is coming off a very impressive win. I think Colby Covington's about to be on a 2-fight losing streak. This is a good fight, in my opinion. This makes sense. I don't feel like I'm sending anyone to slaughter here. I could equally see Colby Covington, I was about to say running a train on Luque. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like running him over with a double leg. You know what I mean? I could see Colby Covington out-wrestling Vicente Luque. I could also see Luque dropping him and locking him up in a DAS. So make this fight at welterweight for me. These are two of my favorite welterweights. Please make this fight. Okay. Last couple of people to talk about. These are from the prelims. First guy I'm going to talk about is Bryan Battle. Pretty bad performance against Randy Brown. I know there was the weight miss. I'm not sure how much of a factor that was. But he's on a good win streak. He's a pretty hyped up prospect. He's very good on the mic. So I think the UFC is going to give him a ranked opponent. And honestly, let's do Jeff Neal versus Bryan Battle, bruh. Jeff Neal versus Bryan Battle is a pretty fun matchup. I think that this is very winnable for both of these guys. Randy Brown, I would have liked to see him fight Jeff Neal if he won this fight. So I feel like, fuck it, let's give it to Brian Battle. And like I said, he's got momentum. He's good on the mic. You could borderline put this as the headliner of a really trash fight night. Like if they go to North Carolina again for a fight night, make this the main event, then I'll be happy. Jeff Neal versus Brian Battle. Why not? Let's do it, dude. Okay. Joshua Van. He got a very good win on the prelims. And maybe this is controversial. I don't want to make this channel too personal. I don't want to insert myself into this, but I think me versus Joshua Van would be a very exciting match. Dude, Steve Erceg versus Joshua Van. Would this not be fucking amazing? I was watching Joshua Van fight and I was just thinking, oh my god. Imagine this guy trading jabs with Steve Erceg. Dude, imagine Joshua Van and Steve Erceg. Just walk with me here, brother. I'm putting my hand around you. Dude, imagine Steve Erceg and Joshua Van just trading boxing combinations in the pocket. Body rip. Left hook up top, slip under, lean back, right hand, 1-2 down the middle. No wrestling needed. Both of these guys just boxing. Steve Erceg's range and his jab versus Joshua Van's pressure and his body shots. I think this would be a sick fucking fight. It makes sense ranking-wise. Joshua Van's going to be entering the top 15. Steve Erceg is just about to drop out of the top 10 based on his last 2 fights. Please put this on UFC 312. If this... Okay, I'll say this, dude. If this fight gets put on UFC 312, I will go to the card. I don't care about Drickers versus Sean. I don't care about Weili Zhang. I care about Tatiana Suarez. If JDM's on the card and they make Steve Erceg versus Joshua Van, I will be there. I will buy a ticket. I will fucking go. You have my word. I will go. Okay, dude? Steve Erceg versus Joshua Van. UFC, if you want me there, make this fight. I know you specifically are watching UFC at UFC. Okay. Last prelim to talk about. My boy, Chase DuBronx Hooper. Chase Oliveira Hooper got a very big win over Clay Guida. And I think him on that Seattle card that they announced in February makes all the sense in the world. I don't think he's going to get to headline it. And I don't think he's ready for... not that he's not ready, but I just don't see any of these top 15 guys accepting a fight with him based on beating Clay Guida. So I think a good step before you get a ranked opponent. Dude, this fight's gonna be the fucking shit, dude. This fight's gonna be the fucking shit, dude. Bobby Green versus Chase Hooper. Pretty good test. If Chase Hooper destroys him like Paddy Pimblett did, we can make the argument, okay, maybe we do Chase Hooper versus Paddy Pimblett. Chase Hooper versus Benoit Saint-Denis. You know, and we can also kind of go, okay, maybe that win hasn't aged that well for Paddy Pimblett. If Bobby Green does good in this matchup, okay, then that win ages well for Paddy Pimblett, and we're seeing, okay, he's actually might have a chance against Moicano or some of these guys up the division. I think it's a pretty smart fight to make it lightweight. Big name, somewhat dangerous, bit of a step up from Clay Guida, but still, I think pretty winnable for Chase Hooper if you want to keep his momentum going. That's the fight I would make in the lightweight division, but let me know down below though, guys. What fights do you think we need after UFC 310? What do you think of the fights that I made? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys subscribe because I'm going to drop my predictions for Covington versus Joaquin Buckley, the full card. I've got predicting every pay-per-view of the year coming. I've got a lot of bangers in the works, dude. So subscribe for all that shit. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. And yeah, man, I'll see you in the next video, boys. Goodbye.